Right, golf mates, we're at Clark's Golf Centre for a fitting with 1 length irons with James, our mid-handicapper. What are you expecting on today?
Expecting to hit a few shots, see what the numbers are, and yeah, just have a good time and see if 1 length's for me.
What would you say? I know he's a bit of a sprayer, to be honest.
Understatement.
He can hit it a long way, but he's a bit of a sprayer. So this should be fun, shouldn't it?
It should be, yeah. It's just interesting to see if it can help my game. I'm down for anything that can help, so yeah.
Right, golf mates, we've got a mid-handicapper here, James Dixon, 11 handicapper. I know him personally, a bit of a sprayer, but can hit a big ball. All in your hands, Sean, this little man.
Right, James, so we're going to get you to hit your own clubs.
Yep.
So we're going to start 7-9 first. Okay. So you've got the Fly Z Pro range.
Yeah. So
you know you swing it pretty fast. So you've chosen 4 toe 1 length, the same heads that BRYSON uses.
Yep.
So we'll go through that process, and then we can compare and see if it works for you or not.
Yeah, magic.
Right. So now you've hit your own 7-9.
Yep.
I'm going to go through a fitting process, line angle process, and length process with you.
Okay.
So hit a few shots with that. I'm using the marker pen process and face tape so we can see exactly what sort of line angle is coming out. Okay. And it's good to mention that you've obviously not been fitted for your own. You bought them off the shelf, so they're standard. So it'll be interesting to see what this comes out with.
Yeah, I've never had my line angle tested, so it'll be.
So aim straight for the left-hand pulse of the rugby pulse.
And this is the 7-iron, yeah?
Yeah. Right, so you've hit your shot there. You can see that the line is tilting slightly to the right-hand side, only fractionally though. So you're coming down slightly toe first. Not a lot, but you come down a little bit toe first. Now, the compromise we need to make is the fact that your bad shot is left. Yeah. You overturn them. So if I start making that club 1 degree upright or a little bit more, your bad shot's going to go further left. Yeah. Now you're hitting them really straight and pretty consistent. Yeah. So there's not much change in line angle there from neutral. So I'm going to keep it neutral. Yeah. If your bad shot was right and it was going right, I would then lift your line angle up a degree to straighten off your ball flight. Yeah. But that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, for me, I mean, that's as straight up ball flight as I'm going to hit with a 7-iron. So, I mean, I'm not the fitter, but from my point of view, I wouldn't touch.
No, I'm not going to touch it. And lengthwise, I mean, it's come out of the middle of the club, so the length of the shaft is fine.
That's a rarity. That doesn't normally happen.
Not from what I've seen today.
That's where it probably comes out, but we'll see.
Right, James, so you've just hit some with your own 7-iron. You've had a warm up and then you've hit 5 or 6 shots with that, so we've got some decent numbers. Now I want you to hit the forged toe 7-iron. Okay. I want you to hit the same amount of shots with that, and then we can compare the numbers, and then we'll start with the 1 length fitting process from there.
Magic. And this is the same length as my 7-iron?
Exactly the same length, yeah. It's 37¼ inches in length.
Magic. That's fine.
Right, James, so you've hit 4 or 5 shots with your own 5-iron.
Yep.
So now we're going to try the 1 length forged toe 5-iron. Yep. So it's the same forged toe 5-iron that BRYSON uses. It's obviously not the same line angle and the same grip he uses, but it's the same concept. So we're going to hit the same amount of shots, and then we're going to see the results from there.
Fantastic.
Right, James. So we've gone back to the 7-iron, we've done the 7-iron process again after the 5-iron. So now you've hit your own 9-irons. So now we're going to hit the 1 length 9-iron. We're going to go through the same process again. So what are your initial thoughts when you look down at that?
To be honest, I thought that with the short clubs I thought I'd struggle because I thought it'd feel really long, but it's a club that I'm going to be hitting full shots with, so I don't really see it as much of a difference when I'm looking down at it there. It looks good. Good.
Well, obviously we can have a look at the results, see if it works for you now. Right, James, so you've hit your own 9-iron, and you've hit the 1 length 9-iron. Yeah. What do you think?
I like it, to be honest. A bit scared of hitting the shorter irons that aren't actually shorter, but no, I hit it. Dispersion was probably a little, or I felt was a little wider than some of the other clubs I've hit today, but I put that down to me.
Right, so you've just hit the 1 length 5-iron and compared it to your own. Now the results are pretty staggering. What, from your point of view, what did you find and what do you see from that?
Loved it, to be honest. Seemed to be going straighter. Yeah. I don't have the numbers, but it seemed to be going a similar length to my 5-iron I would expect. Felt good, looked good down by the ball. No problems at all hitting this. No.
Right, well let's have a look at some numbers. I mean, the camera can't see it, but you'll be able to see it later on. The dispersion is within 10 or 15 yards in a tight group there.
Yeah, no, that's great. I never had dispersion like that. Liam said it before.
So the carry with your own 7.9 was 176 average.
Yeah.
The carry with this was 182.
Wow. Okay.
So you've got a little bit more carry, but the main thing for me was consistency in dispersion between top end and bottom end of your shots that you hit.
Yeah.
What did we say? 5 out of them 6 hit the green. I mean,
I don't hit. I mean, Liam can attest that I don't hit 5 out.
Considering the handicap that you're off,
yeah.
You know, that's the main thing for me. Yeah. The results that we've seen, and with an iron that's not as forgiving as some other irons, you're still getting the consistency and the gapping which you need. Right, James. So we're going to do a recap of today's fit.
Yep.
So we fitted you on one length forged tour.
Yep.
It's the same head that BRYSON uses. So we went with a KBS money taper or dollar taper shaft.
Okay.
It's a 120 gram stiff shaft. It's quite a heavy, high kick point, low spinning shaft because we found from your own shots you was hitting with your own irons was spinning quite a lot. Yeah. And you said you wanted to get flight down a little bit with your own. Yeah, definitely. Which we did do, especially with the 5 iron and the 7 iron. The 5 was much better. It was much flatter. Yeah. I'd love to see it coming out a bit flatter like I did today compared to mine, which seems to like balloon up in the air a bit. And if there's any wind, it's just like it kills me because I find it so hard to judge. Yeah, no, I mean I was impressed for your handicap and for what clubs we tried you on today and what clubs you use. You're a good ball striker, so it's good to see that we've tested different one length clubs and that the forged tour were the ones that you wanted to go with anyway. So if we start at 7 iron, yeah. So if we look at your own 7 iron was going 158 carry. Yep. But dispersion was quite wide, side to side. Yeah. And then the forged tour 7 iron was 168. Yeah. So you've actually gained distance there. You gained 10 yards in carry, and dispersion's a lot tighter. Yeah, there's just like one miss hitting. Yeah, there's one out to the right, but the rest of that was good. Yeah. And then we'll go to 5 iron. So your own 5 iron was carrying 176. Yep. The red one, but dispersion again was all over the place. Yep. And then we go to the 5 iron one length, 181.8 carry. Yeah, that's the green average. That's the green, and look how tight that dispersion is. You've got insane. 10 yards left and 8 yards right. Yeah. Which is I'll take that all day off my handicap. That's all really impressive. Yeah, exactly. All and then 9 iron. So your dispersion was slightly wider with the one length. The distance was 138.6. Yep. And your own distance was 145.4. But the gapping is a lot better with the one length than your own. So your gapping with your 9 iron is much closer to your own 7 iron. Yeah. No, than the 9 iron in this is to the 7 iron. So if we went one length, I imagine you'd have. If we were to hit 8 iron, 6 iron, I imagine you'd probably see quite a steady gap throughout there. It looks like you'd see a 10-yard gap with your game, 10 to 12-yard gap. It's a slightly bigger gap between a 9 iron and the 7 iron than the gap is between the 7 iron and the 5 iron. But I mean, we're being picky. You're off 11 handicap, and you can clearly see on the screen there that your gapping and your dispersion is pretty tight. Yeah. I'm impressed. Compared to your own, I mean, for me it's a no-brainer for you to use one length. It's an absolute no-brainer. And then from like, just looking into the numbers, like from a spin point of view, they're all okay. Spin rates are really good, yeah. Spin rates are really good. I'm just thinking, like, if they're coming in flatter, like, am I going to hold green? Yeah. Is it going to run through? So your 9 iron's coming in at 8,500 spin. Yeah. Which is not high. Okay. And then the 7 iron one length is coming in at 6,000 spin. Yep. And the 5 iron is coming in. Where's the 5 iron one length? So 5.6. Oh, there we go. So you're in 5.5, which is perfect spin. Yeah. There with that 5 iron. So your spin numbers are good. Spin numbers are really good. They're actually they're fairly similar to my own clubs. But surprised. I thought the spin might drop off or something. So no, they're very similar. Spin rates are similar. But it's just accuracy and dispersion that you got there. Yeah. So. All right. Yeah. No worries. Really happy with that? Yeah. Yeah. Top man. Definitely. Thank you very much. Cheers for that. Much appreciated. How did it go? Mint, mate. Honestly, loved it. Yeah, absolutely mint. Dispersion good, struck it well. Good to come on a good day when I was hitting it well. You actually did hit it well. He did. He actually hit it really well. You're shocked, aren't you? Yeah, because I've got to go in next, you see. So I don't know which order you're going to get these videos. So my back's killing me, so I need 20 minutes warm up. I've been watching these. I'm stiff as a bloody a dead corpse. Right, thanks, James. No problem at all. Cheers for the.